Give it up for day 15, except it's not actually day 15, it's day 5, because we are, in fact, number 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley. Here on Fantasy Farm, we are jumping right into things, but we're not actually doing the usual with the routine. We're going to be very quickly tossing these in, very quickly grabbing the honey, and only grabbing that because I plan on putting these in a chest that I'm grabbing some other stuff from, the warp totems, to the beach and the farm. For those that have not been watching the previous episodes, well, interesting one for you to start on, like a couple days into the summer, but, you know, it could happen, you never know. But for those that are not, as I'm switching out my headphones and stalling you, what we are doing, or trying to do, for one of our objectives is to try our absolute darndest to get that damn octopus out from the ocean, and he is only available from 6 a.m., the start of the day, till 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And because of this, and obviously the time window being a bit limited, it would behoove us to not waste too much time. So I'm going to drop these off in here for the time being. We will worry about the routine when we get back. There's really not that much to do. And we will deal with the other things like the traveling merchant and some other things I want to do once that 1 p.m. time is up. I don't think I need to bring anything else, or don't want to, rather. So we're going to warp there. I am also very quickly going to drink this. Oh, and there's the butterfly, since we do have the blessing. That's a nice little boost. I appreciate that. Ah, Willie, you're not available right now. Well, since you're not available, I'm just going to go ahead and fish until you are. I hope you're not closed on Fridays. I don't think you are. I think it's just too early in the morning for you to be manning the shop just yet. But I do want to buy some bobbers from him. One, to increase the bite rate. I'm also going to buy the trap bobber as well. This is the one that makes the bar decrease more slowly if the fish, or in this case octopus, is not inside of the green bar that you have. I kind of did a little bit of research. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that there's anything in particular that can, like, help increase, oh, this one will be more likely to bite or anything like that. About the closest you really get is the curiosity lure, which can increase rare fish chances, but that's not one you can buy. You just find that. I don't even think you can craft it, but I could be wrong about that. I'll double check, but I don't think you can. So really, we're kind of just stuck playing a weird little game here. If it does end up with a case of we have difficulty finding it, there is good news. The area that the boat gives access to, you can find the octopus there, and you can actually find it at any season as well. So that would help. And apparently also the chances to find it are higher on top of that. So if both of those things are true, and hopefully they are, if for whatever reason we can't find it while we're checking here through the summer, that is ultimately what I will end up doing. It will be a bit annoying, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So when fall comes around, if I have not repaired the boat by that point, we'll grab the legendary fish in fall, we'll grab that, and then also the area we'll go to will have those last 3, and that will be that, as they say, for getting all the fish completed on that checklist. So we'll see. I'm hoping you're gonna, like, roll into your shop at around 9, Willie, because if you're not, this is gonna be a little awkward. I believe it's Saturdays that his day off is, not Fridays, so I think we're still okay. We don't have any big events until the luau. That's not till the 11th, so there's plenty of time on that front. We got 3 more pieces of bait here. Again, I don't really need multiple of them. This isn't why I'm using this bait. I just want to go ahead and get it cleared out of my inventory. It would be fine to get multiple. Oh, there he goes. But we don't really need it, per se. So we'll just use it until it's used up. So until then, this is basically extra experience since you're catching double and also being able to sell more for more money. This will be the last one I hook, and then I'll go grab the bobbers from him, and we'll have, hopefully, a little bit of luck. I might grab 2 of each. One to attach now and one to attach another day if I'm not having much luck. Hey, bud. I'm going to buy a little bit more deluxe bait from you, just on the off chance. So yes, trap bobber causes fish to escape slower when you are not reeling them in. I'm going to grab 2 of these. I'm going to grab 2 of the dressed spinners as well. And we'll equip 1 of each of these on there. And then, basically, we're going to see how this thing goes. Drop these down there. And again, hopefully we'll have a little bit of luck on our side here. Hopefully having the extra time will help, because typically I'm not here until about 10-ish if I'm doing routine. I think that's roughly where I'm at. I usually get here about 10 if I rush through the routine and come straight here. So it gave me a little bit more time, but we'll see. I just paused this for a reason. Oh, right. No more bait. That's what it was. Brain just decided to stop working. It is a bit early in the morning. This is one of my days off, and so I felt like doing a little bit more Stardew. I think it helps that I'm basically am not able / allowed to do anything at work because of all the renovation, moving stuff around, so it gives me plenty of time to do video editing and commission work, which I've just about caught up on. I've got one that's 15 pages, and I'm about 5 into that one, so about a third of the way done with it. I'm just waiting to hear back for a quick little detail to either add, edit, or omit. And then once that's done, I'll be fully free to work on this, quote-unquote, but at some point I do need to get back to Mario Baseball. I've not just forgotten about that, but this has kind of caught my attention more, as it were. But yeah, I do plan on getting back to that at some point. The other issue, and I need to be careful in checking this, and I might run some tests here and there pretty soon, is I'm wondering if my Wii is finally starting to not be able to read GameCube games. It might have just been Mario Party 6. It's done it like once or twice with Double Dash. And it's never had a problem with either of those before. So I'm not totally sure, but I've had this one for a good bit of time, so it could be that it is finally starting to go on the disc reading front. I even ran the actual, like, official cleaner for it and everything, and, you know, still nothing. So if that's the case, I gotta get a new one, but they're relatively cheap these days, thankfully. They're in that weird era of they're not so retro that they're expensive, and they're not super new either, obviously, so they're not expensive on that front either. I guess technically one other option I have, and I probably won't do it, is I could also theoretically reset the day and just keep resetting the day over and over until I get the octopus, but I don't feel like we need it that bad, because, like, those last 3 fish that are part of, that's really the only reason would be to complete the Fishopedia. They're in the area where I need the boat repaired anyway, so regardless, I'd have to repair the boat, and that part doesn't matter. So if I gotta repair it to get the octopus as well, then I gotta repair it to get the octopus as well. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just trying to catch it earlier to make it look nice and neat, like we're one step closer. But again, money is money, experience is experience, and we are getting both by doing this, so it is not a total loss either way. And regardless whether this succeeds or fails, in terms of what to do next, admittedly, I am not sure. There is a book. Oh, hello. This might be him. This might be him. He's jumping around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of them. This feels too erratic to be a pufferfish, even though it could be. Is this one of you? There you are, you silly little goober. A mysterious and intelligent creature. Yeah, it might have been why he was hiding from me. He knew that I'd try to catch him. But yes, there he is. 150 only for that. Considering how hard that is to catch, and like a red mullet is 75, so you catch 2 of those for 1 octopus. That seems a little dumb, but okay. I'm gonna hang on to that octopus, I think. And also, because I got it, let's warp back. I'm glad to have that off my my checklist, though. I'm not gonna lie. It is very relieving to not have to deal with that anymore. We'll put you in there. All the rest of this on the top row can get sold. These can go in here, as can the bait. We don't really need the fishing rod for all that much right now. I'll take this back out. I'll toss this in here. And now we can actually do our routine for the day, which is exciting. I think I'll go ahead and show it since it's a little bit later than normal. If I recall correctly, yes, I think that chicken right there is the only one, yes, that does not have the double harvest from golden animal crackers. Because remember, you can't use them on the pigs, so... Oh, hello. I can't deal with you right now. You might have seen that truffle just get up and walk away right there. And yes, you'd be correct. Your eyes were not deceiving you. Didn't think we'd see one of these for a while. This is an enemy. Yes, you can actually have your pigs dig up truffle monsters. It is a bit weird, but you'll notice they also drop truffle oil as well. They just drop the normal truffles, which is, you know... these are worth the... Oh, because there's two of them, that's why. So yeah, the truffles are worth double when they're Iridium quality. So yes, they will also drop the truffle oil if you do need that for anything. I think I will go ahead and toss that in here, just for the sake of we've got it in there, if we need it. I don't know if we do, but if we need it, we have it. If not, no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and toss these as well as this in there. So yeah, it's just a weird little creature that can pop up every now and again. If you see him, just whack him with your sword, knock him out, and lo and behold, you've got yourself some truffle oil and also the truffle itself, so you don't lose out on it, which is nice. I do appreciate that. Put all this back. One other thing I might do is I might start making more mayo machines, because now we've got 4 chickens. We've got, one of each color, and... Also, on top of that, they're also producing double harvest, so it might behoove us to start cranking out those mayonnaise more frequently. So that's definitely one option I've got. Let's see. Woodstone, earth crystal, copper bar. Sure. Truthfully, I think 2 is probably plenty. I don't really think we need that many more of them. So I'm content with 2. So 2 it will be. I'm going to go ahead and move them to down here, and I'll move the other ones down there as well. But there we go. So our dinosaur is still in the process of being incubated, so we're going to have to wait on that for a little while longer, but that's alright. I'm going to wager... There is not much going on in here other than the mushrooms. There will probably... I doubt there's going to be any ancient fruits that are ready. Nope. Again, the trees are ready. I think I mentioned that last episode, but now you can see on the right-hand side they are in fact ready. So I think from here, with no one to gift and not really any big goal in sight... first of all, I do want to swing by Marnie's, because she's got something that I want, and then we'll check the traveling merchant as well. Every time I put the pan away, that's when the panning spots seem to show up. They know, man. They know. They got a sixth sense for this thing. Marnie, you better not be closed yet. Alright, good. So, one of the things to get from Marnie in year 2, this. The animal catalog. You can access Marnie's shop when she's not around. They knew. They absolutely knew. It was just too obnoxious to try to get to her store. I wish that was kind of an option for other stores like Robin's with her weird hours and not being available as well, that you could access their store. Even if you couldn't, like, do the construction projects. Even then. Also, hungry, you need fruit. Dried hot peppers, and I'm going to write that down, actually. Dried hot peppers and spice berry jelly. As you can see, the raccoon has found a wife, or a friend, or whatever you want to call them, and you can obviously trade these items over here for the various not wild seeds. I don't know what they are. They're just additional seeds you can find. So if you're looking to grow more carrots, you now have an option to do that, besides just getting lucky with finding them, which is nice. I don't really see anything there that I too terribly care about, so I think I'm going to pass on that. And the dried peppers and spiceberry jelly, we can do both of those right now, as I can just make another preserves jar rather than wait, and I can get the hot peppers going right now since I just cleared out the dehydrator. So let's do just that. There's 5 of those. What do I need for preserves? I think it was just wood and copper. No, wood, stone, coal. Wrong one. so I will remember what I'm doing with that one specifically. After I grab a spice berry here. I'm going to put that in the same spot that the dehydrator is, so they'll both be right there. It'll be easy enough to remember for me. Alright. I didn't get that backwards, did I? Nope, I did not. Okay, good. We'll put that right there. Toss it in. Alright. That is good to go. So we've got that going. Let's see. So skills, I mean, yeah, we could work on stuff there. We're good on gifting. Animals are looking fine. They're slowly getting their hearts, but we're good there. There's not really anything else I could do here. This is like the bookseller somewhere in that area that I've mentioned before. We're working on the mastery for the final thing we've got, which is combat. So we're good there. Our collections, I'm not too terribly fussed about this yet, just solely due to the fact that, like, some of these we can't just get, honestly. Oh, we haven't actually shipped even things like copper bars and whatnot. This will be kind of something I work on at a later date. It's not too terribly important. Also, I'm guessing that's a smoked fish. I don't think it matters which one. We've got 3 artifacts left. The dinosaur egg is in the process of being made, or we'll get more of them once we have our dinosaur and it's happy enough. These other 2, kind of just a waiting for it to show up. Achievements, there's not really anything we can really do super easily. We're either kind of working on them as we go. Secret notes and letters, we've already obviously done all those. So yeah, I wouldn't say we're out of options, but we're certainly running low on things to do. One thing we also could do that we probably should, well, first and foremost, I was going to say we could check, yeah, if some of these are done. And I might make a quick trip over to the quarry and see on the off chance. I doubt they are ready, but they might be. Nope, they are not ready. That's fine. That'll give us a couple more kegs to work with. I don't think I'm actually going to build those right now. I'll just toss these in here. Oops, no, don't want to do that. Out of curiosity, since we have it, 4 iridium ore for that. Also, not that. Thank you. We could warp to the desert in hopes of doing some more combat stuff, and I am actually kind of leaning towards that. Hardwood and coconut was the other 2 things, right? Yeah. So really the iridium ore is the only kind of like hard thing to get there. The hardwood and coconut's relatively easy. Oh, no, not that. I'm going to grab one of these off of them at the same time. There it is, Warp Totem Desert. Now before we use that, obviously, not going to be much help to mine if we don't have anything to use to mine. So we got that. We'll put you down here. Anything else I need to bring? I don't really want to take anything like a lucky lunch with me. I think I would pass on that. I'm going to grab this just to have it used, and then it's out of my inventory and out of my hair. Nothing else really in here. I'm going to go ahead and eat this now, I think. So yeah, this will mostly just be for monster quests. And I guess experience too, and combat and mining. But mostly monster quests, so we're not really pushing to insane limits here. So if we don't get any iridium, it's not the end of the world. It's not really the focus here. So we'll just see how things go. I'll do a quick poke around, but I'm pretty sure both of the 2 remaining artifacts are not ones that are typically found here. I think the back roads is usually where you find them, but truthfully I don't actually remember. So we'll find that out in the future, I suppose. I should have probably brought some monster musk with me in order to speed this process up, but that's okay. Yeah, and I guess we can grab Omni Geodes too for the eventual trading that will occur. Oh, right, I did need to kill the mummies too. I should have brought bombs, or at the very least the stuff for them. Excuse me, could you turn around? Thank you. I don't have the coal necessary to deal with these at the moment. Yeah, I should have planned this a little bit more carefully, but this is what happens when you don't plan. I was Hoping one of those carts might be down here, but I'm afraid not on that either. Okay, I did hear a serpent. There we go, because I do actually want to fight you. Saw that energy meter for a second and thought that was my health. And I'm like, I didn't realize I got knocked down that low that quickly. But no, that was... I had it backwards, thankfully. Nice. 2 points. Actually appreciate these rooms quite a bit. I know they're decently large, but they're relatively open, so it's pretty easy to get anywhere in the room without much hassle. Ah, there we go. There's some coal. Excellent. Alright. Now if we run into a spot with more mummies, we're not completely and totally screwed. This looks like this is going to be predominantly for serpents, though. Well, this is a mummy-esque room. You can tell by the backgrounds of the walls, for those that had not put that together yet. And it appears that we are not going to be seeing any mummies in this room at the rate we're going. Nope. There's not a one. Wow, way to make me look like a doofus when I was actually right. They just happened to not show up in here. Very weird mining session. I'm like messing easy things up. Enemies aren't appearing. Whenever I kill the big slime, the small ones aren't appearing. Like everything's just out of the ordinary here. It's very weird. Not sure what's going on. It's a neutral day, so it shouldn't be particularly skewed towards anything good or bad. A bit more coal, that could come in handy. Yes, send in your serpents, please. I would not hate to see a spicy eel appear either. Ah, perfect. A little bit more coal. Take that. I think at least in terms of bomb building, for what little time we got left, we should be okay on that front. Oh, rabbit's foot. Nice. Despite the whole, like, oh, the rabbit's foot brings good luck, it doesn't actually increase luck at all. There's only one real thing that the rabbit's foot is known for in this game other than trading it for the thing that actually improves your luck, and that is an event that can occur if you are basically wooing too many bachelors and bachelorettes. You've given out a bunch of bouquets and have multiple girlfriends and boyfriends, is there's the potential for them to all get together, and if you show up in the saloon, they'll basically have all compared notes, and they're all angry at you. But if you have that rabbit's foot in your inventory when that cutscene occurs, they'll actually just be playing pool or something like that instead. And as a result, they won't get mad at you and, like, refuse to speak to you and all that. Because as you've already seen with the witch's hut, there are obviously ways to unromance somebody, as it were. You can make them forget basically every memory of your character, and so they'll treat you like somebody who's new to the town. So obviously that means they will not be your girl or boyfriend or spouse at that point. Let's go ahead and use the bomb. Sure, why not? Oh, that's why not, apparently. Ah, here we go. Excellent. Need another one of these just to, really prepare. Yes, this is what I wanted right here. At this point, if they drop a spicy eel, I'll probably just keep it for another day. Because, I'm hearing a lot of noise, but I'm not seeing a lot of stuff going on here. Another bomb. Oh, there's some spicy eels. Nice. Any more? Yeah, I was about to say, surely there's going to be more than this. Normally I can't get away from you guys, and now when I'm actually looking for you, I can't seem to find you anywhere. I'll drop some Iridium ore. I'm surprised that despite the fact we're getting just not a low level at all, that we're actually getting pretty decent drops. There's another one right there. Because again, it's just a standard luck day. I mean, sure, we have the charm to increase it slightly, but that's not going to be the be-all, end-all of what dictates it. Oh, look at this. Got some diamonds here, too. Wow. Well, let's go ahead and do that. I know that'll only get one of them, but still. We can push it to about 120, I think, since we've got the warp totem here. Grab these and head out, I think. Unless we get... Nope. I was going to say unless we particularly get a floor with a bunch of mummies, but that was not the case. So we'll just go ahead and head on back. Alright. The gemstones honestly can be sold. I don't really care too much about keeping those. That can stay, of course. The stone can stay. Omni Geodes. Void Essence. All that stuff can stay. Wood, cave carrot. These are all things we can keep. I might even sell the rabbit's foot, because I think that is on the list of things I have not sold. That can go up here. We'll just put everything into like a nice little square here so I know what I'm selling. I do want to keep the slimes, though. These will have a purpose. I'm not just keeping them for forever for no real reason. And I have sold them from time to time, so not a total loss there. Alright. Don't have any time to go back and sell those, but that's alright. Let's see, we probably earned a decent amount just from the mining. What did we earn on the other? Oh, the truffles. Okay. I keep thinking these are in farming or foraging, and I'm like, why is that such a high number? All I did was throw in some seaweed. That makes more sense. Cool. Now that I'm caught up, fortunes, spirits are mad. Blessing of the butterfly, yet again. Yep, toss all this in. We've got mail. Fisherman wanted. I need a good pufferfish specimen. I'm conducting a pufferman on the toxin created by pufferfish. Reward 1000 G. So yes, this is aquatic research. Studying the toxin levels of the local pufferfish. He'd like you to bring him one. Well, good news. We already got one. So I'll probably just straight up bring him that one, to be perfectly honest with you. Can't think of any reason why not. This is why we keep them, for this exact reason, in case somebody needs one suddenly. Right, I'm going to go ahead and get the daily routine done, but I do want to mention first that I am going to move, as I said, these down here. So if the setup looks a bit different next time, that's probably why. Until then, though, I will see you guys after routine is done. Alright, this is what we're looking at. The dried hot peppers, as expected, were ready. They usually only take about a day in-game to dry anything in the dehydrator, so those are good to go. So we'll drop those off as well. So I think that is what we'll do first and foremost. Like I said before, I'm not really going to look for the butterfly. If we find it, cool. If not, it's no big deal. But I would like to give you something, because you need some fruits. There you go. I know that's not all you asked for, but it's some of it, so hopefully you can enjoy those. In the meantime, we are getting pretty close to what we need for the upgrade in terms of the 100,000. I forgot what else she asked for in that upgrade, but since we're going to see Demetrius, I can, you know, ask her then, essentially. I'll go ahead and put the spicy eel, I guess, in here for the time being. Just to get it if I need it. I'm trying to think of what else I want to do. I'm kind of still leaning towards the combat, honestly, because there's really not that much else going on. Yeah, not especially. Like, I could drop off the ancient fruit, but I'm waiting on at least 2 more of these. So, honestly, it's fine. Like, the caviar is in the process of being made, so these 2 are going to be it. So it's going to be either the dinosaur mayo or the wine. It's just a case of which is going to pop up first. And it will probably be the dinosaur mayo because of needing the cellar, but we'll see. Because I think also you get the crafting recipe for making those cellar caskets once you get that upgrade, because I don't have it right now. So I'm going to assume that's probably what it is. This does also mean one other thing that we could do, if we really wanted to, is we could just, like, bump ourselves straight up to the number that we need. If we really want, we could just grab, like, if that's 35. Oops. Yeah, it's 180, 1235. That's not quite what I was expecting. Let's go to, like, 25 each, I guess. And that'll probably be enough. Combine that with, I don't know, we'll grab like half of these. Just some of the bigger value ones. So we'll quickly grab those and take them off to Clint and see what we can get from that. And then that should hopefully provide us the push over that we need. Because it would be nice to go ahead and like get that started so there's some other stuff going on. Alright, you're still going to be locked. Ice cream! Back when someone's working. I do need to show off that trick if it's still a thing. I don't know if it's still in the game or not, but there's a trick to being able to get ice cream during the summer, even if Alex is not working there. Train is passing through Stardew Valley. That's nice. I'm not really too terribly interested. There we go. And that gives us a little bit of extra money to work with, too. Anything in any of these that's valuable in any capacity? Those are nice. Hey, an auto petter. Excellent, excellent. So yes, we've heard about these before. JojaCorp patented technology for coops and barns. Keeps your animals content, but can't replace the full benefit of human touch. Hand petting can be provided to supplement. So yes, this basically kind of keeps your happiness level with them even. Think of like how your friendship deteriorates and talking to people increases it. This basically means breaking even without actually having to do that part of the whole, you know, talking to them, so you can save a bit of time that way. So, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here. I still am going to try to pet the animals as best I can, but, like, on the off chance that I just can't for whatever reason, this will substitute well enough. You don't really need these, but, like, later on in the game when you're, you know, you've got other stuff that you just really can't afford to waste time like that, this is a pretty useful invention. You could buy these in JojaCorp if you did go the Joja route, and it is one of the few reasons that it actually would be beneficial to do so. So, if you are interested, that is absolutely a possibility. Nope. Trying to grab that. There we go. I don't remember the other thing that Robin said she needed, so I'm going to actually check in with her and just have her tell me herself. It won't take me that much longer to roll back around to her. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. I don't really have any plans for the squash seeds to appear. Oh, and yes, we also have this cutscene. This is for doing the piece of hardwood. Voila, my newest creation. It's a deluxe 4-poster bed crafted from the finest local hardwood. Robin, what's the point of the 4-post? Seems like an insufficient use of materials. It's called beauty, bud. You know that thing that most people find enjoyable? That face. I see your point, but we can't let that outweigh the utility and efficiency of the sleep receptacle. You know, sometimes it feels like you're just being deliberately obtuse, just to irritate me. Is that what you're doing? Hey, Delta, come in. You picked a terrible time. Check this out, it's the bed I was able to make thanks to all the wood you gathered. I like it, I think it looks cool. So what do you think? The aesthetics are perfect, or the 4 posts seem inefficient? Nope, sorry, we're siding with Robin on this. Sebastian will agree if you choose Robin's choice, and Mario will agree if you choose Demetrius's. Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be in the doghouse. That you will, my man. That you will. Now that I have a prototype, I can start selling them in the shop. Hey, these might look good in your place, Delta. What do you say? Can we pencil you in for half a dozen? Mom? Yeah, what do I need half a dozen beds for? I'm not running a hotel. Jeez. Alright. Upgrade house. Oh, you just need the money. You don't need anything else. Okay, cool. So yes, I do want to do this. Can I add to sell the house? The seller can be used to age certain products like wine and cheese. For 100,000 G? Let's do it. Should be finished in around 3 days. That is just fine with me. I'm going to do a bit of research real quick just to see where I should be checking for those missing artifacts, which won't take long to like look in those actual locations, but if I can help speed that process up, then that would be very helpful. Alright, and I am back. Turns out for both of these, for the non-dinosauric ones, they are in different spots, but one of the things you can do looking for them, or sorry, I'm actually looking at the wrong one now that I look at it. I thought this one right here, the skull, was one that we needed, but for the hand, I don't think it's that hard to figure out that this is a hand, as well as for the scapula. Yes, they are both drops by the skeletons. It's only a 0.5% chance, but if you do want to hunt those down, that is an option. There's another spot we can find them, but unsurprisingly, it's locked behind the area where the boat is. You can start to see we might need to be doing that sooner rather than later, but you know what? For now, it's okay. But yeah, soon enough for the fishing and for the artifacts, we'll have to be doing that. One other thing I want to do is check the special orders board and see if there's anything there. Because if there is, we could get started on that if we've got any new quests. There is not. That's a bit of a shame. Well, with that being the case... Oh, right, I was supposed to give that to Demetrius. Oops. Well, we'll do that real quick. He may not have even actually been in the house. I think it's only if Robin's there. So he might actually be outside, because that's usually what he is doing in the summer. I'll check indoors. He probably won't be here, though. Nope. He's... Oh, no, he is. I saw Maru at first and figured, oh, no, that's not him. There you go. There you are. That specimen looks perfect. I'm going to get on it straight away. I'm going to get it on ice straight away. Thanks, Delta. No worries. Thanks for the G. So, yeah, where from here? Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards a bit more Skull Cavern work? Question mark? One thing I do want to do, and most of it will probably be off-screen, is I do want to give the casino another try. However, as one could probably expect with a luck-based gambling thing, it's better to do these on a high-luck day. And as today is not a high-luck day, today is not going to be the day to do it specifically. So best to probably wait for a Spirits Are Very Happy, maybe down a lucky lunch. And while it does not outright confirm you will do better, it will probably help. So we'll drop these off. Drop that off. Grab one of these for the crusher. I don't really want to waste my material. I'm going to grab one of those monster musks, though. And we'll grab the eel, too. Yeah, we'll grab the mega bombs. Sure, why not? We're 25 for each of these. I think I'm just going to leave them at 25 for the time being. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave them at 25 for the time being. That feels like the right thing to do for some reason. Alright. Geode Crushed, Hotel Trivagoed. Let's get back to it. We don't really have anything else going on. How fitting that we're doing a bunch of combat to get experience to get that combat mastery. Of course, if I did have the time, I could basically cut down all these trees, and that would probably get us a very nice boost towards it. But no biggie. Let's go ahead and eat this now. Why not? Grab that luck boost. Oh, right, because these stack. The coffee and the... oh, man. This is going to be... it's going to take some getting used to here. Yikes. And the luck is bad today, so I don't expect to have staircases be super easy, but that's not really the point. Hello, enemies. Could you do me a favor and, yeah, kind of head up this way? Well, that's going to hit me for sure, yeah. Didn't really... Even if I had switched to pickaxe, and they still probably wouldn't have had enough time to do that. Yes, bring me more mummies. I should get a good bunch of them. Nice. Excellent. If I can craft a smaller bomb, which I cannot, I would put one there, but because I can't... It is a bit of a waste, quote-unquote, but it's not like the end of the world or anything. It's not like these are the only ones we'll ever see of the Mega Bombs, and it'll be impossible to get our hands on more. So, I'm okay with that, personally. Oh, hi! Hello? Oh, there you are. Monster Slayer goal complete. That is it for the serpents. We're down to 3. The Rexes, the mummies, and then whatever the heck that last thing is that we've yet to see. So now we're gonna basically be, we're gonna be fighting another one of these, I guess. I don't need any more. You can go away now, unless you're gonna drop either a spicy eel or the staircase. I'm not too terribly interested otherwise. Nope. Don't need the speed decrease either. So yeah, now we're going to be searching for those particular rooms where mummies can be, in hopes that we can blow them up. I don't have the necessary tools for crafting bombs, meaning the iron ore, so I will have to keep an eye out for that as well. No, don't do that. These might provide something. Let's have a look. Well, they provided something, but nothing of any value of what I was looking for. That's a bit of a shame. Oh well, maybe we can find something about. We do have the stuff, I think, for a Mega Bomb, actually, yeah. The gold ore, solar, and void essence. So, in a pinch, we could use that. It didn't ask for a lot of mummies, I don't think. Oh, high staircase that I totally missed. Wish there was a way to, like, click and undo that like you could in Terraria, where you could, like, oh, I don't want hearts to be attracted to me now, because I'm trying to get my allies to pick them up so they won't die. So you just unclick it to, undo the buff. It's like, yeah, sure, you could argue it's a debuff, but, like, if it's one that you choose to put on, then I feel like you should be able to remove it. But oh well. Doesn't really matter if we fall down levels, but hey, chance for Iridium increases, so... I'm not gonna complain about running into one of those. I feel like it's almost tradition for me to break the rock that's nearest to the staircase because of how many times I've seen, on particular on bad luck days, where you just start running through and you're like, oh, I can't find the staircase, and then the rock that's closest to the staircase ends up being the one that's got the staircase drop. That is not, however, the case on this floor. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the staircase might already be revealed. Nope. It is not. There you are, you little crafty little booger. I will admit, like, unless you're really doing something like going for a very deep cave dive, it probably still is worth your time to grab the gold ore. Not just for the Mega Bombs, but, like, you could also use this for smelting into gold bars and selling. Gold bars are not terrible. They're $7.50 each. So it's not a terrible idea to do that, honestly, if you're busy mining and looking for a way to make money. It is a genuinely okay option. There's some extra ore. Also, don't forget from way back when, these rocks that used to take 2 hits with a normal pickaxe give experience, whereas the normal ones do not. What do we got? 4 levels? Alright, I'll take it. It's like you could say, oh yeah, you're missing out on a mummy level, potentially, but like there's no way to know, so might as well. Oh, there's another bat. Hello. Nope. Ah. No staircase for me, but let's try a bomb. There we go. So we'll not pass up on the diamonds either. Experience, if nothing else. That's what they're doing. They're dropping experience. I need to be a little careful because I'm running a tiny bit low on health there. Let's not go too overboard. Deciding where best to drop a bomb. I guess here's a decent a spot as any. Like right about here. Nope, no dice. This is another good spot if the enemy doesn't drop any. Sure, we'll go with another one here. There we go. I'll gladly take that Iridium ore. I know it's only a single piece, but still. You've got a pink cake inside you, I know, because I can see it. I do appreciate that whenever you get a semi-transparent enemy like a slime, that you can see if they've got objects inside of them. It's always nice in Terraria when you're like really early game and you find a slime that's got an iron skin potion in it. For those who don't know, that ups your defense by 8, which early game is a lot. Like full sets of armor might give you like 5 or 6. So it's temporary, but to get 8 is quite a big deal. That can make even a very bad armor set. That extra 8 defense could keep you alive in an early boss fight. I think we should start bombing here again. Just gonna craft a bunch of these, I think. We'll go about there. No luck. Alright, we'll move to over here. Yeah, you'll give me experience, why not? Good thing about using the same weapon, i.e. the Galaxy Sword over and over, is after you fought the same enemy with the same weapon so many times, you get a pretty good idea of like, okay, this guy's 1 hit away from dying, or 3 hits, or however many. And the serpents are no exception to that rule. Any more mummies in here? There's 1, there's 2. Are any more down here? Nope, just you? Alright. Let's see if we can't coerce you and your friend both over here. That don't have to be too terribly close since this is the big mega bomb. Excellent. Be careful with your health here. You're not invincible after all. know why I always go down this left side. I think statistically you are better off going to the right, because there's, at the very least, a bunch of crates at the end of these. I know we did a lot of bombing, but I'm surprised to find that many Omni Geodes on a low luck day. Again, they'll come in handy for trading, just didn't really have a particular desire to search them out right now, but we'll take them. Now that I know we can't get the last two things from the Artifact Trove, which I already knew, but once we got all the remaining ones from the Artifact Trove, there was no need to trade them in for those anymore, so on that front. Yes, I do see the staircase this time, by the way. Came to get these. But yeah, with that sort of element gone, or pretty much that's what I'd be using is to trade for like the bigger bulk items. Nope. Yeah, I'm watching you there. You, for some reason, weren't letting me eat my food. I was mashing the button and it just wasn't doing it. Take that with me. You can just go away. I know we're about at the point of hopping out. But that doesn't mean we can just sit around and be careless. Okay, that's obviously an enemy. Oh, you actually survived that and, like, didn't lose your Iridium shell. That's kind of surprising. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Maybe he got, like, attacked and had iframes right when the bomb went off. Because, you know, normally if you dropped a bomb, you wouldn't just stand there. Mummies, mummies, there's one. Stick around and watch them die or anything like that, or pick up the cloth. Go back after the fact. I'm not even going to deal with that guy. Area's overrun with monsters. Oh, lovely. Well, good thing I kind of wasn't feeling like going through this next floor anyway. Yeah, I was thinking a floor like this is more suited to my taste. I can find a spot for that. Sure, I don't have any need for that. Oh, no, there is no mummies here. We'll grab this. Oh, hello. I didn't think you were an enemy. You actually blended in. Kind of caught me off guard. Wow. I'm impressed. That doesn't normally happen. Alright, we didn't get them all, but we did actually get all the serpents. So I will be curious to see what that will entail for a reward. I don't think I've ever done that goal, or if I have, I haven't actively taken the time to go and get the reward. Since, you know, usually I would be doing that a bit later. I'd love to check it right now, but it's not going to be doable. We're not going to be able to even get there, let alone get back. We might be able to get there with a minecart, but even then, it would be not worth it. Inventory full, that's right. We'll just kind of toss all the gems. Keep that. Anything else that can go, I guess. The cloth is worth a fair bit, so we can toss that in there too, sure. Alright, over here on door number 2, all of that can go up. We do not have much time left, so let's get to bed. Very nice. That's also the nice thing, is just because we're constantly making, like, probably somewhere between 15 to 20k just from, like, excess stuff like this. Of, like, yeah, this was excess. Just excess. Didn't really need it. Excess. I don't know why cloth is under... Well, I kind of get it, I guess. Even though we got it while mining. But it means that even if you spend a ton and we only got, like, we only had about 6,000 left... And you got plenty of spending money at 25 right there. There you go. But that will do us. The week has been reset. Wow, we're over halfway on this by a pretty fair margin, I would say. So the week's reset, which means we'll be able to gift these two, so we'll be able to get a little bit closer to finishing that off. Other than that... Oh, I don't even know. The bookseller will be coming decently soon for these. So we'll head towards the Mastery, the Slayer quests, and stuff will eventually start growing, believe it or not. A lot of the summer crops take longer than the spring crops do, but we are still waiting on those. And let's take a look at our collections here. Fish, we're almost done. That's a fall fish. And then these are obviously in the area where the boat will take us. Minerals are done. Artifacts, these will probably end up being ones that we'll find in the skulls. So, or not the skulls. Potentially the skeletons. I'll keep an eye out for these, so we might roam around a bit more to try and have better luck at finding these, but also having the artifact ability would help a ton there, so that's probably what we'll end up waiting for. So yeah, that looks like what we'll be doing. Robin's obviously working on building the cellar, so we'll have that pretty soon, but for now, we will end it here, and next time on Stardew Valley here on Fantasy Farm, we'll continue to build up profits, figure out what our next big spending adventure is, and we'll go from there. Till then, I will see you all in the next one. Later.